Hey Aries, welcome to your general love read. This is for January 23rd through the 31st. However, time is fluid. So whenever this comes to you, if it resonates for you, that is when it was meant for you. If it does resonate or you do just want to, enjoy and support the channel, please click on that like button. It is an easy way for you to support the channel. It allows you to help us get the support that we need. And by us, I am talking about myself and spirit, okay? Because I am intuitive, and so the readings that I do are done all in support with spirit guide and inner knowing, okay? So sometimes that means that the reading will not be traditional, what you would expect from a card in tarot. Just take what is light for you and leave the rest, okay? All right, so I always like to start the reading off, okay, by pulling from the personally channeled Mindset Unicorn deck for the collective, okay? And you get birth. So you're definitely going through a process here right now, okay? Birthing is hard, okay? It's planting a seed. It's nourishing the seed. It's adapting to this seed growing, okay, in your body, changing your body, shifting your perspective. It is, emotions that come with it. It is about, the long process and then that amount of big push there at the end, right? To actually birth and then have this thing that you can hold and love and cherish and be proud of. Okay, so it's not an easy process, but it is something that is always, very worth it. So let me read you the channeled message. Whatever you desired is ready to be born. Giving birth should be your greatest achievement, not your greatest fear. Okay, so you're at the finish line here, okay? You're at the point of doing the hard work, okay? That hard end line to have this creation. Now, I did just finish, okay, my Alchemy of Love new Oracle deck, and so I am using it this week, all right? So what's the lesson here? Divine love, which is beautiful lesson to get, okay? The alchemy of divine love here is that you've connected with the divine partner you've been asking for, you've been seeking. And that quantifies, okay, in your own life here as I am triggered and healing by the mirror energies for union. Okay, and that union could be within yourself, with this person. Okay, take it how it resonates. The intention here, okay, it is that birth, that new vision, and then the healing that comes afterwards. Okay, so once you go through this whole process, you have to let your body have the time, okay, to come back into the state of more normalcy, for the hormones to balance out, okay, to adapt to no longer having this beautiful little soul, creating its physical form within you. And that's a lot to process, okay, so you're kind of moving into that. So the overall energy here is that transformation, okay? You're going to be going through the birthing process and the recovery process, the healing. So this is about transformation, working on yourself, taking care of your needs. I feel like in the past here, okay, you could have had all these choices, and perhaps the one that you wanted the most was friendship. And this could be truly friendship. It doesn't have to be a love connection, but it also could be that, feelings developed within this friendship. Okay, current energy here. Again, that working on yourself, harvesting. Okay, that's the birth process, harvesting this that you've worked on for a long time to kind of start that new beginning. But the future energy here, okay, is kind of an energy of being stuck. Okay, I've done everything, I've done all of this, and now what? It's almost kind of, it really feels to me almost kind of like the sort of postpartum sort of blues, right? Like, this is supposed to be a magical time. I've gone through all this work. I've created everything. I've birthed this. So, you know, if you're coming into union with someone, you know, you've brought this divine love into your life. And maybe you're just not getting out of it what you had expected to. So you're just like, so now what? Okay. Now what do I do when I'm in this position of I've done all this, I'm expecting movement forward and magic and, you know, fireworks and everything else. And instead you're like crying baby, poopy diapers, like no sleep. Where's the magic? Okay, that's the kind of energy I'm sort of feeling here. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Thank you. All right, thank you. Okay, again, you're exploring this new you that you've created. Okay, you can see the old you carrying the new you here. All right. Like where do we go from here, sort of a thing, right? Self? Like, what do we do? Like, you're working, like they're telling me, heartily, okay, on yourself. And, you know, you're coming into this strength. Like, you're really creating from this space of, I feel like, inner strength. Now, you guys may not be able to see this. Sometimes what Spirit shows me, you guys won't be able to see. But what they are showing me is this little teeny tiny person, okay, holding on to this wand, kind of helping to stir. So there's some support that you maybe don't see, kind of helping you to create this strength, to create this energy, okay, of stability back into your system. And it might call you to kind of go into that state where you're working through things, but it's more of a meditative work. You know, it's more of, how do I get through this hard transition? With mindfulness, okay, walking the labyrinth. Okay, that ends this cycle. And I feel like you'll know when it's time to start walking that labyrinth. All right. Okay, so let's see what Spirit wants to tell us about this past. Okay, I feel like this past person was the trigger for all of this. Okay, this friendship. This was your trigger. All right, because this choice, this friendship created this tower, okay, where you felt like you were strong and stable, and it kind of broke everything within you. All right. But it also, besides bringing all of this heartache, it brought all of this passion, it brought all of this spark, like the spark of life, to allow you to, you know, how now then do I change myself? And you started, I feel like, working with your inner child, okay? Teaching yourself different ways, maybe even learning from masters, okay? But I feel like it was a spark to harness the true power within you. So currently, all right, you're working through this birthing process, okay? And there we have, okay, the branch of life, or the breath of life. Oh, the breath of life. Well, that, you know, kind of aligns to what we're seeing here. Now, I may have said the branch of life because of the branch on that tree, okay? That was the breaking point to bring you into this new life. But this is the breathing in, okay, of life. You come out of the womb, right? You take your first breath of, you know, the outside world. And this is a new, okay, form of clarity, okay? Being in the game, perhaps, of your purpose now. Being in the game of life, all right? Now I sound like a 1950s, like, game commercial, I think. But you're ready for this, okay? You're ready to go after this. You feel strong here. That clarity gives you spot on exactly. You know exactly what it is that you want, what you want to do here. And the crossing energy here is that it is everything you've ever wished for. Okay, 9 of Cups. You sense that this that you've created, okay, because here's the creation of the bowl, and here you are holding that, okay? This that you've created, this strength and this knowing, this creation here, all right? It is everything that you wished for, and that's why you are laser focused. So why here does it get stagnant then? Okay. That was a loud noise. Because there's still a process here of learning, okay, of coming into alignment. We've got the Hierophant here crossed with the 4 of Vessels. Like, all right, maybe there is this process now of where you're going to go through, all right, some of the, like, boredom of the day-to-day tedious parts that you've been through, all of this excitement, and now it's just every day is the same. And sometimes learning gets like this, okay? Sometimes relationships get like that. You need to keep working at sparking that fire, okay? You need to keep enduring, because the ecstasy, that first, like, initial, especially with the divine lovers, okay, that first initial pangs within the heart as you're activating this connection, activating this heart chakra, deep connection for the push-pull energy, that ecstasy doesn't necessarily last forever. Then you have to do the hard work. Then you have to poke the fire, okay? And you have to not allow ego to get up in your head and assume things that really aren't necessarily taking place. Like you're just going through this like period of assumption that maybe things aren't moving forward. They are, just at a different pace and with a different energy than what you had in the past. Okay? You're growing, you're maturing. It's a different process. You know, when that baby is in the womb, when you're creating it, all you have to do is just tune into the energy. Okay, once it's here in your arms, then you have to actually feed it and change it and rock it and deal with it when it's cranky and croupy and try to figure out what the heck it means when, you know, it's not able to speak to you. Oh, did you see that? Did you see the camera? That's Spirit's way of kind of acknowledging that maybe you and this person aren't speaking, and yet your souls are. Okay? And so you have to go through that process. So let's go ahead and clarify. Do you want this one? Okay. Okay, the strength that you're creating here, all right, is really the gift of change that you've gone through, okay? It's, the ingredients here are like the gift of change. And, you know, it's like you can drink of the cauldron and have everything, or you can resist it and have none of it, okay? I feel like there is a feeling of resistance here because you can't see where you're going. But what you're resisting, if you are, is happiness, okay? Because I feel like you may not be able to quite see it, but there is a lot of love here, okay? And it may be being shown in ways other than speech, okay? And so you might just be being asked to sit with this energy, okay? Sit in that meditative energy of love, okay? Walk the labyrinth of love to refine that balance. Because when you go into the labyrinth, you let go of the overthinking. Okay, you let go of the fear. You're just making your way. All right? And it's really a beautiful energy. If you've never walked a labyrinth and there's one near you, I highly recommend it. Okay, so what happened here in the past? Okay? It was divine timing, okay, to get you to move on your dreams. Okay, you had all of this in your mind, and yet you were not creating what was needed, okay? You kind of had touched the surface, but you really didn't allow yourself that energy. Okay, I feel like you had to fail in order to rise up, okay, in order to follow your true soul path. And the only way to do that was to find this love, okay, break your heart, and take that time apart. All right, it really was divine timing for this love to come forward. Okay, so you are definitely here working, okay, towards some clarity here, all right? I feel that currently there's still a lot of things left unsaid. perhaps a lot of intentions, okay, that were sent out, or dreams that you've had, and yet no actual like truth of this. Okay, so in order to have this fulfillment, okay, you've got to release the war within yourself. Okay, you've got to release the war within your mind about, are you good enough? Aren't you good enough? Okay, you've got to just transform and be in the frequency of love. By doing that, okay, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where this is going. All right, because then you do get all of this harvest, all of the benefit. Like when you're in the energy of just enjoying your child and not worrying about, you know, when the next feeding is or when they're going to go to sleep. It's a beautiful energy. It's just love. And they're saying, just be in that energy of love. Okay, the future energy here, the boredom that may set in, okay, is waiting for someone to, it could be you, could be them, okay, to walk away something from something from the past, to walk away from that which is no longer serving. Okay, you may start thinking that this isn't what you want, and maybe it's not. Okay, but you may start having that feeling. Some of that is going to be stemming back to childhood, you know, fears of not being desired, not being wanted, waiting for someone to see you for who you are. Lots of childhood wounds that could still come up from that. Okay, but Spirit is saying, do not let ego play into this. Again, it's going to change. You're not going to have the exact same feelings that you had when you initially connected with this person. Okay, but are they still the divine love? Yes, they are. Okay, that doesn't mean that everything stays the same. They really are still that person. Okay, keep creating from your stance in that energy of love. Okay, that's how the cycle keeps moving. That's how you move from one cycle to the next. Okay, is by just being in that frequency of love. Okay, so yeah, Spirit says that, all right, it is going to be a process here. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. Spirit has a lot to say. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, you may already know that this person, okay, has pulled away emotionally from the things that aren't serving them, okay? And they've made a decision, all right, for their higher self, for this 10 of Cups, all right? They want the new beginning, but this person's head is in it, but they're not there yet, all right? Know that when the new beginning comes, there will be a little bit of a storm. That's why your person is just head down working, okay, on themselves right now. There is still mirroring energy that you guys are going to have to go through. This person will come around, but there's the slowest card in the deck, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, you just are going to have to wait. Don't get all bored and all, okay, work on you. That's the important focus here, okay? Okay, your oracle here. Free spirit. Be your own person. See? Focus on your world. Focus on your energy, on your healing. that creates the union within you while they're creating the union within them. All right. So, beautiful reading, Aries. Okay. I'm going to move into the extended, see what's going on their side, what their intention is, what information Spirit wants to guide you on. Then I'm going to move into the spiritual mastery. I really want to see, like, I feel like there's a little underlying tone of control. And we did see a lot of the childhood wounds coming up at the end. I want to see how Spirit wants to guide you personally through that energy. Okay? So all of that is over on Patreon. And you'll see the link here in a minute, or it's down below. And I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. And I will see you guys soon. All right? Much love. Bye. Okay, Aries. Let's see what is going on with this person. Okay? Okay, so, all right, this was very, very intense initially, right? Just like I was talking about. So the energy of your heart awakening, the energy, the spark that you felt around this person has felt as well. And you've opened up their emotions here, okay? Opened them up, opened up their intuition. Like they're finding their inner knowing. They're coming into this awareness that they did not have before. I feel like, so the way that this came out, what they're working towards is they just want to be ordinary, but they're not ordinary, okay? This person is unique. They have a gift, and it's like they wish they could, there's a part of them that wishes they could just swish this all away, okay, and not have to deal with it, not have to know what they know,